Are you tired of paying a bunch of money for different streaming services? I'm talking about HBO Max, Netflix, Disney, Roku TV, Paramount, Peacock, Shudder TV, Curiosity TV, Amazon Fire TV, Apple Plus TV. I mean, the list goes on. There are so many different streaming services out there willing to take your hard-earned money that you've slaved over. That go to extreme there, slave. I mean, everyone's a victim here, so come on, roll with it, all right? Roll with it.
Oh, hell no!
Point being is, back in the day, like, I'm talking about, the 90s, the early 2000s, where you physically had to go into a store, a Blockbuster, Hollywood Video, which, by the way, was my very first job. I was considered movie director, by the way.
Wow.
Love inside jokes. Love to be a part of one someday.
It was a title I held in the store, someone who just knew a lot about movies, and your whole job on Friday and Saturday is to walk around the store, interact with customers, and tell them and recommend movies. The good old times.
Now you can rent all new releases or anything else for 5 days.
Really?
Why?
And if you really sit there and you want a budget and you look at your bills and you realize, wow, I'm spending close to $100 a month just to have these streaming services, especially now since a lot of these streaming services decided that they no longer want to support password sharing. Netflix, what happened? Sharing is caring? But it's all about the profits now, because let's look at the companies real quick. Yeah, remember, this is also a stock and financial literacy channel. We got Netflix literally lingering at $338 a share after it completely collapsed and dropped all the way down to $164. I wish I had bought back then, but to this day, I still feel like this company is extremely overvalued. Still hasn't hit a 200-day EMA yet on the weekly chart, but what I'm saying, that's $338. They're the king of the streaming services. Then we have Disney, yes, the mouse, who all of a sudden went woke. And what do they say? If you go woke, you go broke. And yes, unfortunately, Disney has sold off. It used to be close to $200. It is now below $100 at $99. By the way, if you want to buy shares into it, it's not a bad price to buy around $94. My personal opinion. It already hit this demand zone, which I have up here, but let's just delete that. Next, you got Paramount, which on the chart and on the technicals just looks really terrible and had a nice little pump back in, February 2021, where it jumped up to $102 and immediately sold off. I think that might be a mistake. But if you look where it's at currently, it's at $21.58. It's not bad, but I wouldn't even buy it or touch it until at least it gets below $15. Will it do that? I don't know. We'll see. A lot of people seem to have hope in Paramount for some reason, so let's see what happens with that one. Then we have WBD, which is Warner Brothers, HBO Max, essentially, which also has had a rough time within the streaming services. Another company that also completely rose up to close to $78 and sold off. I think this is wrong. I don't know. Have you guys been following this company for a while in the stock? The ticker symbol is WBD. And it also has this huge spike, just like Paramount, and then just sold off immediately. But right now, it's sitting at a pretty attractive price range of $13.78. I'm probably going to touch it once it gets close to probably like $11, $10 or so. That's when I will probably scale into this. But I actually like WBD. I like Warner Brothers. I love the intellectual property that HBO Max has. I just know they're doing a lot of fat cutting right now. They need to save money. So until then, I think this could be a little bit of a roller coaster. So if you're interested in buying in any of these streaming companies, I just went through some of them for you. Take a look. Obviously, Netflix is still the strongest right now, but it's so overpriced and so overvalued in my personal opinion. And out of all of them, the one that could potentially have the best upside is probably WBD, because HBO Max, they do have a lot of intellectual property and a lot of good content. They just have to fix their financials. And once that's fixed, I think they could be a serious competitor. And let's not forget Roku. Roku, which is kind of a phenomenon. That one literally took off like crazy during the pandemic. I never understood why this company was worth so much. For some reason, everyone was super excited after the pandemic, after it had its initial drop down to about $50, $60. After that, it just skyrocketed and went all the way up to $400, close to $490. Didn't understand why. Everyone was really excited about that. But after it reached that peak right there at around the 490s back in August of 2021, it has been selling off nonstop, and it seems like it kind of found its footing. It's currently at $61.72. So anytime it dips below 60, I think the lowest it ever has been was like $38 within the past, 3-4 years. It's $38, not a bad price, I guess, to maybe scale in, but I don't understand the business model. I know it's advertisements, but I don't know what justified it for being at $480, $490 to begin with. And right now it's sitting so low, but you never know. It can even go lower. It's literally back to where it was during the pandemic when the news first came out, and pre-pandemic back in 2019. That's where it's currently sitting at, around those price ranges. So imagine that. You bought it back in 2019 and you're a good investor because you just hold. You hold. You don't sell. You are an investor. And then it ran up to $490 and you didn't sell. And now you're right back to where you were in 2019. The power of clicking that sell button.
That's all you have to do!
So that was just a quick rundown of the companies within the streaming services. And like I said, I like WBD as a potential growth opportunity, just not right now. And maybe I might just miss the boat, who knows? But there's a lot of wiggle room to the upside that I'm fine jumping on when the market turns around. But here you are, you want to save money, you're sick and tired of paying so many bills. Well, ladies and gentlemen, today I have an alternative for you. I want to save money and I'm here to help you. If you guys are brand new to my channel, just know this, I love watching movies and TV shows. It's literally what I do in my spare time. I love it. It's the only way I'm able to relax. Mostly I have to go to the theaters to completely shut my brain down. But for years, there's this application that I was aware of called Cinema HD. It's an application that you could install on either Android TV, Google TV, NVIDIA Shield, or what most people do, which is honestly the easiest way to do this, is just get yourself a nice little Fire Stick from Amazon. It's under $50. I'm gonna put a link below. You might have a discount there. By the time you watch this video, you probably get like 10 bucks off or 20 bucks off. So you need some sort of device that runs Android on it. So like I said, even if you have a Samsung tablet, you could utilize this on Samsung tablet. But most importantly, you're probably wondering, wait a second, is this legal what I'm about to go through? Well, here's the thing. You're kind of in the gray area. You're not actually the one who has taking the content that's out there and put it on the server for other people to stream. You're simply a streamer. And according to the Copyright Act of 1976, this grants copyright holders exclusive rights to make copies of their work, distribute it, and perform it publicly. And watching a stream, even if it's unauthorized by the copyright holder, doesn't technically violate these rights. There have been numerous challenges in interpretation as copyright law has adapted to the internet, but this reading has essentially held true. So yes, since you are just watching it and you're not the one who's uploading it and doing the peer-to-peer sharing through like BitTorrent or anything like that, you should relatively be good. The new PLSA law will not affect the activities of ordinary internet users, nor would it criminalize good faith business licenses, disputes, or non-commercial activities. This means that individual internet streamers cannot be subject to felony prosecution under the PLSA, for example, by incorporating unauthorized content in YouTube or Twitch streams. The normal practices of internet service providers would also not be subject to penalties under the PLSA, even when ISP subscribers misuse their services for purposes of infringement. So this is all out there. So like I said, it's kind of in a gray area, but that's also what Hellcat thought.
So just tell me what happened.
Nothing, they just came in, they ran straight up to the ring, and they put a blue tape on the ring so we couldn't see, but obviously there's about 30 cameras around the whole premises. So they came back for the things that they alleged that I did, the copyright infringement, which, I don't think I ever did anything wrong. Obviously, I was running businesses wide open in the public.
If you don't know who Hellcat was, he was an individual who did this service called IPTV, where you pay $30 a month and you get all the cable channels completely for free. It's technically it's not free, you're paying him $30, but you can stream everything for free. Every single pay-per-view, every single movie channel, HBO, Showtime. It was live television galore. It was great. Over 300 some channels, sometimes worldwide. The guy was a king of IPTV streaming services. He had a program called Gears TV. Unfortunately, he liked to be flashy on the internet. I got him caught up. Lost everything.
Only in a Lambo? Nah. Want mean the Hellcat? Yeah.
Sometimes I'm always curious about like drug dealers or people who are in like the illegal space. Why do you continue to do stuff once you made your money? Just grab your money, grab your bag and invest into something legal and just move on with your life. Greed, man, is a hell of a drug. So with all of that out of the way, let me talk to you about these various different streaming services that you can install on your application and how you can do that. Again, I said that the Fire Stick is the easiest way to go. There's a few things you have to do on the Fire Stick prior to actually installing any of these applications on your television. So the first thing you want to do is go down to the gear on the right of the actual application, and you want to click on that and then go all the way down to My Fire TV. Click on that. Next, you'll choose Developer Options, which will then give you an option to click on that, and then you want to click Install Unknown Apps. This will give you an opportunity to actually install any applications that are third party. After that, you want to go back to the home screen. On the home screen, you want to go to the search function or the find function, whichever one you choose to do, and then type in Downloader. You'll see a orange app that has like an arrow pointed down. Download that application, install it, and now you're good to go. Once you got that done, you'll go to the downloader application, you click on it, it will open up, and then you have an opportunity to put an address in there. This is the point where you can then install the various different applications that are out there for you to be able to cut your cords to Netflix, Hulu, Disney, and all these other services, and do so at your own risk. But before you start doing all of this, you also want to make sure that you have some sort of security barrier between you and the services. And that's where VPNs come into play. And today's episode is sponsored by NordVPN. Hold on. Nope. Yeah, no. This episode's not sponsored by anybody. I still haven't if you want to help me by getting more sponsors or just actually getting a sponsor, do me a favor, click that subscribe button, click the thumbs up if you enjoyed this, and if I helped you out one way or another, please definitely share this video with other people. Help a brother out. Seriously, click that subscribe button, because I noticed that about 74% of people who watch my videos are not subscribed. All right, so once you find your VPN that you like, if you want to use one, you don't have to, but if you do, definitely download one, install that onto the Fire Stick or onto your router, and from there, you're good to go. You have that extra layer of protection. So once you have all of that done, you can go to Cinema HD website, which I link below, and it shows you exactly how to install Cinema HD. I personally like Cinema HD, but there are multiple different services that offer almost the same thing. So let's transition over and let's look into exactly what some of these services are. This website right here, firesticktricks.com, literally is a great resource that has everything related to streaming services and hacking or whatnot, jailbreaking your Fire Stick or whatnot. It has it all right there. You can see there's a bunch of different drop downs right there. Kodi is a pretty popular one that most people know in the, pirating space for years, but it's also very heavy and it has a lot of bloatware, so I don't really rock with that, especially on the Fire Stick, because again, this is a small little tool. If you have a NVIDIA Shield, it might be different. If you have a good Google TV that has a lot of memory, you'll be good to go. But if you scroll down, like I said, Kodi is the first on the list, so you can install that as well. Just click on the link and it tells you how to install it. Then there's Cyberflix TV, which is also similar to Cinema HD. TTV, Sinclair, BTV, Film Plus, Nova TV, and Streamio. Also, there's one called Ocean Streams. Never heard of that one before. And then you have Viva TV. So all these applications, you could go through there and you could install them onto your Fire Stick and test them out and see which one you like the most. Like I said, I enjoy Cinema HD. But here's the thing, when it comes to installing these applications, again, you have access to pretty much almost every single TV show, almost every single movie out there. It's pretty impressive what they offer. Think of it as Netflix, but for everything. So these are just a few of the various different applications that you can use and install on your Fire Stick. Like I said, I like Cinema HD. Here's another quick catch that I want to tell you about. Now, since this is free, everything on here is completely free. Sometimes the links will take forever to come up, or there won't be any links, or you might run into something if you have buffer issues, if your internet speed is not fast enough. That's why there's this other third-party application that you do have to pay for, and it's called Real Debrid. So let me transition back over and go to Real Debrid so you have an idea exactly what that is. Now, Real Debrid does cost money, but before you tune out, let me explain something. Adding Real Debrid to some of these applications that utilize it, Cinema HD being one of them, it is 100% a game changer. When I say it's a game changer, I'm talking about it's a game changer. It's literally like Netflix. The links come up, and you click on it, and the movie plays immediately. You get yellow links on Cinema HD. So the white ones are the free ones, the yellow ones are the paid ones. I think 100% it's worth it because it's pretty inexpensive to get some good quality links. So once you get to Real Debrid, you need to actually sign up. It looks very bare bones. Like, it doesn't really tell you exactly what it is you're doing. But once you actually create an account and you log in, let me block this out so you guys can see. Oh. Not a robot. Once you log in and you go to premium offers, you scroll down and you see that there's different paid versions, all in euro, which is overseas. So but they have the US dollar right below it. So basically for €3, which is $3.32, if you want to try it out, it's 15 days. That's all it costs. You can subscribe that way. If you're happy with it, I suggest you just go over to the $16 or 16 euro version, which is $17.69 for 6 months. Okay, for 6 months. That is not bad at all. So less than 1 month of Netflix, you could pay for Real Debrid and you get all the premium links. So once you sign up for that and you pay for that service, and when you go to Cinema HD, for example, if you scroll all the way down to settings, you go under settings, you go to your account holder. Sometimes they change the way it looks. Last time I checked it out, it just said premium account, and then you're gonna see an option that says log into Real Debrid. Once you click on that, it's going to give you a code and a website to go to, which is going to be realdebrid.com/activate. You click on that, you log into your information, and you put the number, the 3 or 4 digit code or 6 digit code. It's a code that will pop up on the screen on Cinema HD, and you type that number into Real Debrid. It will search for a second, and then boom, you will be logged in. Anytime you go to a TV show or a movie and you click on the link, you will see yellow links that will pop up after that, which are the premium links, and it will play the movies in high quality. You can choose 1080p, 720p, 4K, whatnot. Is really up to you. And then you can just enjoy the stream, and that is pretty much it. You can put it on multiple different TVs. Every single Fire Stick that you have, you can put it on. And so you could have multiple of them in your house accordingly to how many TVs you have in the house. And that way you save money. And that's pretty much it. And I know my stuff is always very long-winded, but I'm just trying to help you out. Here's a few things though that I want to remind you. Again, this is free information that's out there. You're more than welcome to do your own due diligence. I'm just providing the free information that I saw online. So enjoy this. I'm not promoting piracy. I'm not promoting you to just cut all the cords to these streaming services that you have. Me personally, I still actually pay for all of the services because there will be times where Cinema HD or any of these other applications get shut down, and then you're kind of just like, well, what am I going to do now? So I still have Netflix, Disney, HBO Max, Paramount, Peacock, because I know how to basically get around paying full price a lot of the times, whether it's my phone bill paying it or jumping on a friend's account or using my Amex card. So a lot of times I don't really pay for most of these apps, but I understand that most people are. Also understand this, please do not hit me up and ask me, hey, this website's down, what should I do? I am not your IT tech support, okay? Do not ask me questions on what you need to do, on how to install this. Literally, the resources are all online. I am not your tech support. Also, don't ask me if you can send me your Fire Stick so I can hack it for you. Nope, there's plenty of people on Facebook Marketplace who are doing that, but again, it takes you about 5 to 10 minutes to do it yourself. It's real simple.
By partnering with organizations from the Boone Democrats to the Boone Republicans, I want to bring together different voices, dissenting voices, voices that may be more liberal or more conservative, in order that we can reach a point of sort of the radical middle.
Seemed like the NRA and gun lobbyists might win. But oh, that was good news for us. I don't know how long this Saturday in the state of Tennessee might last. But oh, we have good news, folks. We've got good news that Sunday always comes.
So that was it. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. Again, I know it was somewhat odd compared to my previous content, but like I said, I make things for everybody out here. So if you enjoyed this, give me a thumbs up, smash that like button, comment below, let me know which service you're using or if you are paying for all other streaming services and how much your bill is. I would love to know that. Until next time, y'all, my name is Mark, you're watching Uncultured Currency, and you just got cultured.
Okay. I just got cultured.
This brand, is it Shure, is it Shuri, Shure, however you call it. Like, all their microphones, amazing microphones for YouTube content creators, but they're really smart what they're doing. They put their brand right here, so anytime when people are doing podcasts on YouTube, people can see the brand of the microphone. It's free marketing for them. So, but I'm trying to monetize my channel. So until then, I'm gonna bring it down here, or I'm gonna put my own logo on it. Or, sure, I would love if you sponsor my video. I'm really begging for sponsorships here. This is crazy. All right, until next time, let's turn for likes. Yeah.